Davey, after a defeat in midweek, was that the perfect response?
Yeah, I thought we were scintillating the first half. I thought the boys were incredible. It was a 20-minute spell. Even the 10 minutes before we score, we had some great chances. Tip one on the bar, ball flashed across the six, a couple of other. I think there was a save in there as well. And then we scored the 3 goals. And the 3 finishes were brilliant, weren't they? Especially the second and the third goal. Wee Bruce's took his goal fantastically well. Stephen Kelly's got to be up there for goal of the season, catching that in the half volley. But I think made changes. It was always in my head to make changes from the Hearts game. I think Kilmarnock. Cheers, pal. What? You want in? So I think where was it? Aye, the Saturday. Kilmarnock were Saturday, Wednesday. Saturday we were Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. So I knew I had to make changes within that, and I think we made 5 changes from Wednesday. Kilmarnock probably never had the luxury to do that, and I think these 5 changes blew them away in the first half with the energy and the intensity of our playing, the way we looked after the ball, and then getting Big Joe back was a huge boost. Dale will be raging because he's one of the players. I think we see him on the team sheet, you think, playing Big Joe today because he's a handful. He's so good. When he's missed whatever it is, 7-8 games, and Dale's the team that he comes back with, Kilmarnock the team he comes back with, but he's so important to us. But the squad depth has shown over the last games how good the squad is when Joel's been missing. But it was a huge positive to get him back on the park today.
Just one thing as well, like you said, the first half it was really fantastic free-flowing football, but I think it showed in the second half as well that Livingston have got 2 different sides to them in terms of fantastic football, but can also just grind things out when need to.
They can give me a heart attack. They're very good at that. I really need a bottle of paracetamol. I gave myself a sore head today. The message at half time was, I thought it felt as if we were chasing the game at times at 3-0. We just need a wee bit more control in the game. We're up 3-0. I want my 8s, my wingers and my strikers still giving us that in the offensive area, but we had full-backs bombing or had centre-half stepping in. And I'm like, we're 3-0 up, take a wee bit more control of the game. Whereas I don't actually think we had that at times because they could have countered us and you'd go in a different game. So the message at half-time was try and get a wee bit more control in the terms of the game, and this is your jobs, keep this shape and get the ball to the full-backs, get the ball to the wingers, get the ball to 8s who'll go and support. And then they scored a really early goal, and it's a crappy goal. And they score an early goal, and I think it puts everybody a wee bit on edge, and they get a huge lift for that because they think, well, we've got another 40 minutes to score potentially 2 goals, or let's go and get the next goal. So it became a wee bit scrappy, the game at that point, but do you know what, the boys got into their shape. It was really a 4, a 3 and a 3. We were really tight, we were really narrow, we were really compact, and we dealt with most things. Very well today, but it was quite hard to get out your half in the second half in terms of the wind. I don't know if you would have noticed that, but it's kind of the wind was swirling and boys were struggling. Even some of our throw-ins would really struggle to get any distance on our throw-ins today in the second half, which makes it a little bit easier for Kilmarnock to lock on and keep you in your own half and pick up second balls. But you're right, first half showed the offensive side of Livingston, albeit defensively they were fantastic. And the second half, take the goal out, I thought all over the park there was a good intensity of our game. And sometimes when teams are getting beat 3-0, it's easy for them to kind of throw away their game planning and it's really difficult to match it. Sometimes the wingers just stay high and wide and cheat, whereas at 1-0 or 2-1, they're not allowed to do that, they'll not do that, so it becomes a little bit difficult. But we probably should have done better on the counter-attack a couple of times just to kill the game.
And that's Livingston back up to 4th place now, just a few points separating 4th and 7th, I believe. Just how big is that 3 points heading into the next run of games?
It's huge, but I think you look at the consistency. I think we've not really been out of the top 6 for, we're match day 23 we on? 24, match day 24, sorry. On match day 24, and there's very few of the match days that we've actually been out of the top 6. I look on social media and I see a lot of plaudits about other clubs sitting 4th and 5th. And you look at Livingston, the consistency's been there, and for a club our size, it's incredible. We've got 9 games left. I said to the media inside, I split the season up into 33 games. Let's see where we are on match day 33, because that's got a huge impact on the rest of your season on match day 33, whether you're fighting relegation or whether you're trying to get in Europe. So match day 33 and I break it up into 3-11s and we see where we are at this point in time. We've got 9 games left. On a match day 24 we've got more points than what we had in match day 33 last year. So I think that's testament to the players and the staff at the club who all of them deserve a huge pat in the back. But our job's not done, but we're actually into the business end of the season now and take one game at a time.
And finally, just next week it's Scottish Cup action. It will be Inverness Cali Thistle here at the Tony Mac. What's your thoughts heading into that one?
Difficult game. I watch a lot of Championship football and I think over one-off games, I think any team in the Championship will give you a difficult game, especially in a one-off situation. So I don't think the gap's as big as what some maybe suggest, but I do believe in one-off games anything can happen. And me personally, and I'll make sure the boys as well, me and my staff, we'll not treat this any different to a league game and potentially picking up 3 points. Yes, it's a cup game, but it'll not get any less of the respect it deserves because they're a good team, they've got a great manager. I know Wee Robbo's the director of the football. I think they're a fantastically well run club and it's going to be a difficult game. There's no getting away from that. You only need to look back at Stenhousemuir. Inverness beat us at the start of the season. Cove Rangers was a really difficult game at the start of the season. So that just shows you how competitive Scottish football is, especially when it comes to cup football.